They're running in the All-American Futurity and
Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Triple Crown Report, brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency. I'm Tim Keithley, along with Hall of Fame broadcaster Tom Dawson, ready to tell you all about the Rainbow Weekend, and we have a potential Triple Crown.
How about that? That's always great for promotion. You know, it gives you something to really push forward to, whether it happens or not. But it's a great thing to have on the agenda. Let's just hope he qualifies for the All-American, and we continue to push all the way.
To have a chance at the Triple Crown with a win in the All-American. Triple Crown Report is brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency, Granada Farms, Paragon Farms, Lip Chip, Kavanaugh Quarter Horses, Kiss My Hawks, the AQHA, and the New Mexico Horse Breeders Association. We'll tell you all about the Rainbow Futurity and the Derby and Oaks coming up this weekend when the Triple Crown Report returns.
The American Quarter Horse. They represent a new year, new opportunities, and exciting expectations to be winners. For over 30 years, Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency has insured American quarter horses that include champions and their bloodlines. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency knows that your horse represents a large investment. Ensuring that investment will be the least overall expense an owner has in protecting that investment, whether it's a new foal, a new purchase, or a special runner. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency offers prospective full coverage to protect your investment from the very beginning, while in utero and when your foals are born. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency can insure them at 24 hours of age. Their family has made supporting the American Quarter Horse a priority. Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency is proud to be a Triple Crown Report sponsor. Visit their website at jonesbloodstockinsurance.com for more information.
Kavanaugh Quarter Horses is proud to own AQHA champion Uncle D. His first crop to race has already produced a Grade 1 winner.
It is Heaven's Uncle with the advantage to the inside. Heaven's Uncle will get there in a good one.
The $50,000 smart money incentive for Grade 1 winners has been extended to Uncle D's foals through 2025. Now he is also a Ruby Buckle stallion. Uncle D, poised to be a difference maker, standing at Lazy E Ranch.
Back to the Triple Crown Report, brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency. This past weekend, we ran the $1 Million Rainbow Futurity. And Tom, there are a lot of nice horses that made the lineup.
You know, I thought once you got past the favorite, you could flip a coin and just about anybody could win. Wouldn't be a big surprise. They didn't get past the favorite.
They really didn't. It would look like a blowout to the finish line. And let's take a look at the Rainbow Futurity. Here's Robert Fox with the call.
they're set for the 11th. They're running in the Rainbow Futurity, getting rubbed out at the start is Space Cowboy and Just Dolce, and he's got the looks. He sprung the gate, whole shot, and is already clear. FDD Dreams trying to chase in Aguila Rapida, and Candy going viral, but nobody's going to catch it. We have a Triple Crown hopeful, and he's got the look Z as he nails down the second jewel in the Triple Crown.
I mean, he broke amazing, stood perfect in the gates, never wiggled, a little bit too calm in there. I'd say he's going to break or not, but he broke harder than ever, and he never let up. Like a horse like that, he gives it 100%, no matter what, inside the gates to the wire. So I think he can go a quarter mile, so hopefully we can get it done the next one too. I mean, every trip he runs, he improves.
Norma, you told me that you had a dream about today. Is that true?
Yes, I have been we have been manifesting this, and He's Got the Look has every quality that is required to be the next Triple Crown winner.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, sir. And I will declare it in Jesus' name. Why not? Did you see him perform?
He was sensational today. Just 2 more races, a qualification and the All-American. Can you feel it? Can you dream it?
You know, I really feel it in my heart. He's proven. I mean, look at the way he loves to run. He's determined. He has the power. He has the speed. He has
the want. He has a heart.
He has the heart.
Heart of a champion.
There you go. He has the heart of a champion.
He wants to win.
Well, what Norma was telling me in the interview we did for Cowboy Channel was that he's got the look of a champion.
That's her line.
Put it right on the name, and he certainly did. He handled that field gate to wire, as Candenosa alluded to. There was some trouble in the race behind him that affected some of the horses. Let's take a look. Watch what happens to the 4-horse, Just Dulce. He gets absolutely annihilated by the 5, has no chance. The 6-horse, FTD Dreams, avoided the little bit of the trouble, so he's out there clear, but no threat to the leader. Wins it, by almost 2. Absolutely perfect race for He's Got the Look Z. That's what Toby Keaton told me before the Ruidoso. That's what you're going to have to do to win these big races, and he pulled it off cleanly.
You know, it's so amazing to win the Triple Crown. You have to qualify and win,
Yep.
qualify and win, qualify, and now the All-American. And a lot of horses have tried.
There's, of course, it's that qualifying, I think, is the key. Tim, it's not, there are no buys, you don't get a placement, you just have to run with everybody else and earn your spot. I believe there have been 8, by my quick count, that have won the first 2 legs of the Triple Crown, and of course only 1 special effort has gone all the way through.
Is this a special effort? He's Got the Look Z?
Well, I'm not going to call him a special effort yet, but he's on that same track, and he's beating his fields soundly. He's not beating them like special effort did, but he's definitely taking care of business.
Well, it's going to be exciting always when you have an opportunity for a horse to win the Triple Crown, and we'll see He's Got the Look Z down the road. When we come back, we'll tell you all about this weekend's big races, including the Rainbow Derby and Oaks, when the Triple Crown Report returns.
At Paragon Farms, time is the #1 investment in each of our sale yearlings. Success in breeding and selling future champions isn't built on luck. It's the result of intentional planning prior to conception. At birth, a 2-year progression begins. Daily hand walking is a valuable tool we use to produce good manners and confidence. Our sale prep program consists of carefully managed feed, monitored exercise, and group turnout. These proven methods equip our yearlings with the tools necessary to be prepared for the sale ring and the demands of training. Seeing our foals transform into yearlings and athletes is extremely gratifying to the team at Paragon Farms. We invite you to stop by our shed row and see the difference for yourself.
Lip Chip is calling all horsemen who are ready to bring their born to the next level. Stop letting technology be your biggest enemy. Lip Chip is built by horsemen, for horsemen. We know how you ride. The HoofLink system, powered by Lip Chip, provides you peace of mind, keeping track of horse identity, health documents, and horse performance, all stored securely with the help of your phone or tablet. First, be sure your horse is equipped with a low-frequency, ISO-compliant microchip. We prefer thermal chips placed in the lip. Next, be sure your horse is enrolled by a preferred provider or Lip Chip personnel. Now you're ready to download your app and start scanning. Daily temperature checking has never been easier. Track performance and check in and out of equine venues with ease. So simple, even a child can do it. Let her rip, Lip Chip. Visit hooflink.com to get started.
Kiss My Hawks, a two-time AQHA racing champion and multiple Grade 1 winner of more than $1.1 million. The 2012 Sorrel Stallion is by Tempting Dash out of the Trace Ace mare Romancing Mary.
Kiss My Hawks! Kiss My Hawks wins the Rainbow Derby from Sam Crow and Moon and the Eagle.
Kiss My Hawks progeny have earnings of more than $11.6 million from just 8 crops to race, placing him in the #1 spot as the leading 2-year-old sire of 2024. Kiss My Hawks, standing at Lazy E Ranch.
Johnny Trotter, the owner of Ruidoso Downs, they've been through quite a bit in the last 3 weeks. There's a lot of people that thought you'll never get back open on time. Maybe you won't get back open this summer, but here we are.
Well, it's been a challenge to say the least, but the first one was pretty bad, but if we hadn't had that second one, we'd run those trials that day probably, or the Monday following we were going to, but it's been, I can't say enough about the crew we've had and Rick Ball's leadership, and there really never was a doubt to us that we weren't going to run these trials, and keep everything in sync with the schedule of these Triple Crown races. And you've heard me say it before, Tom, but in the quarter horse industry, if you don't do it at Ruidoso, it really doesn't matter anyway. And so we didn't have a choice on whether or not we were going to run these races. We had to get the schedule, had to keep the schedule, and we've had to rearrange, to where we're going to run the Derby, as you're well aware of, next week with the Zia races. But it's we're rolling, and we're going to be rolling. We're going to be here. We're going to have the races, and we need the fans to come back and be aware that we're open for business, and it's been lots of entertaining things going on out here. Lots going on in Ruidoso. There's a lot of people here today around downtown. I was impressed with the crowds that are coming back, but Ruidoso is alive and well.
And you have spearheaded a fund to help victims of the fires and the floods. Tell me about that.
Boy, I can't tell you how appreciative I am of the people that have donated to that fund. And it's like we were talking a minute ago. There've been over 100 different donations so far, exceeding $300,000 right now. I told you last interview that my goal, my kind of personal goal, was $500,000, and I think we'll make it. And I really can't tell you how much I appreciate the people that have contributed to it.
And to do so, all you got to do is go to the Ruidoso Downs website.
Oh yeah, it's real easy to do. And it's but there's people all over the United States have contributed to it. Lots and lots of money from Texas has come over here.
I think it's important also for people to know that restaurants are open. You can do the things that you're used to doing in Ruidoso.
Oh, yeah, everything's alive and well and going right now, and it's there was so much negativity come out about it's going to be 3 weeks before we can fix the track. We had the track back in 24 hours, we're probably going to have to do it again a time or two, But these boys have got pretty good at putting it back.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you, Tom.
Back to the Triple Crown Report, brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency. Now let's talk about the big races coming up this weekend. Not only do we have the Zia Festival, but 2 big races added, the Rainbow Derby and Oaks.
Postponed from a week from when they were supposed to be run, but it's nothing short of a miracle of effort that they're run at all.
In fact, in the banquet that we had about the race, the Rainbow races, a lot of the trainers were so very grateful for the opportunity to run. Let's take a look at the lineup for the $800,000 Rainbow Derby, and I guess it all starts with the filly, Tom.
Everybody's eyes are going to be on the 5 Dark Enemy. Now, when she came back for her trial race, it was her first start since last November. Would she win? Would she qualify? Yes. She ran a straight, clean race. Francisco Calderon said he had plenty left and is not worried about her coming back. But I think that's the key. Off a long layoff, bouncing back in 2 weeks to give maximum effort, that will be the test.
Well, she is a fan favorite.
Oh, yeah.
and everybody wants to root for Dark Enemy. But there's a lot of nice 3-year-olds. One of them will start on the outside, was pretty good as a 2, but back for vengeance as a 3-year-old. Really a strong runner for Eddie Willis barn and jockey Justine Klaber for Unrelentless.
Well, Justine, Unrelentless made the final. You're going to start on the outside. This horse started even last summer. It looked pretty good in the All-American trials.
Yeah, he won his trial, and he's really turned into a big, good-looking horse, and I think he'll be tough.
You've been riding him all along. Anything special about Unrelentless we need to know?
He's just really classy. He always keeps his composure, and he acts right.
How about that outside post, the 10-hole in the Derby? Do you like that position?
Well, I think if we get out clean, then he'll have a good shot.
It's going to be a really nice race. There's a bunch of nice horses and one filly to beat.
Yeah, but I think he'll hold his own.
Well, we wish you luck in the Derby. Congratulations, Justine. We hope you're a winner.
Thank you.
Well, Justine qualified 3 for the Heritage Place Derby at Remington Park and chose Unrelentless. I think she's going to choose him every time there's any kind of a question.
Well, Eddie Willis told me that this is the fastest 3-year-old on the grounds. So, of course, trainers say that about their horses.
Yeah.
But I tend to follow what Eddie has to tell me.
Well, let's see.
And Toby Keaton has had a fantastic summer already, and he is double Leonard. And, of course, Visa was the top qualifier.
Visa was the top qualifier in a crazy race, the last race of today. 5 head got in out of that race, and Visa led the way. So he's the top qualifier, and my long shot for the Derby, Scream Machine, comes out of that race. He was in everybody's pocket but his own, still managed to qualify.
Here's Toby.
Well, Toby, Visa's won 4 in a row, top qualifier. There's a filly in the race. There's a pretty tough, strong colt on the outside. What's going to happen in the Derby?
Boy, whichever one don't make a mistake, it includes all of them, because all of them can win that thing. But that filly, I got to leave there beside her and hook her. If she gets in front, she runs pretty easy.
Now, Visa, though, has really been coming on, having won the juvenile last year.
You know, that horse had a few problems early in the year, and later on in the year he got sound, and he really went to running, and he's kept running. So, but Brian chose Shoeless, so I don't know. Shoeless run pretty good in trials, and he run into a big headwind.
You pay attention to what these jockeys choose?
I let Brian choose whatever he wants, because if I choose one for him and he gets beat, it's all my fault. And if he chooses and picks his one, and so far he's been pretty correct.
Good luck in the Derby, Toby.
Thank you.
Well, Toby does make an interesting point that his number 1 rider, Brian Candenosa, chose the other horse, Shoeless.
Shoeless ran a flawless race from the inside. Went to the front, improved his position, won by over 2 lengths. I think a lot of it is based on how Brian thinks they will bounce back. Shoeless put in very little effort, it looked like, to get that job done.
Always follow the jockeys, Tom. That's what my mama taught me. When we come back, we will take a look at the Rainbow Oaks. The fillies are next when the Triple Crown Report returns.
One Famous Eagle is a top 10 all-time sire in earnings and stakes winners. His latest champion is aged mare Famous Shining Star. He is the only stallion since 2012 to sire 3 All-American Futurity winners and 2 world champions. One Famous Eagle is number 3 all-time with $42,000 in average earnings per starter and has sired the earners of over $38 million. Put history on your side at Granada Farms.
New Mexico offers year-round racing for both quarter horses and thoroughbreds. $60 million are paid out to New Mexico breds annually, including Albuquerque's $1.2 million Futurity. Senor Buscador, winner of the world's richest horse race, is out of a New Mexico bred mare. Buy at the New Mexico bred sale and the Ruidoso select sale. The smart money says New Mexico is the place to race.
Back to the Triple Crown Report. We now turn your attention to Sunday's big race, $480,000 Rainbow Oaks. And here's the lineup. The favorite, Tom, will be Asher, but goes all the way to the outside this time.
She goes inside to outside. I don't think that's going to hurt her at all. She's a filly of a great deal of experience. Watch her in the trials from the rail. Now, this is a filly who ran second or first start here this year. She won a grade 1 at Los Alamitos in the spring. But look at this. She was straight and true away from there. She's going to get a little challenge from the outside. But Christian Ramos sitting still, very still on Asher. Tim, that's as easy as you can win one.
So the goal is to be
ready for the finals.
3-year-old of the year. I mean,
well,
they have big aspirations.
Oh, yeah, they want to be champion 3-year-old filly. And this is a huge step, and she looks ready to take it.
And what a great story about how trainer Mark Youngers lost his home in the South Fork fire, evacuated all of his horses, including Asher, and it would be really a cream on the cake to see Asher winning the Rainbow Oaks. But a lot of nice young fillies, and we'll have that race on Sunday. In fact, let's take a look at all of the fantastic racing that will be held this weekend at Ruidoso Downs, beginning on Saturday with the Zia Festival. That includes the Rainbow Derby, the Zia Derby, the $100,000 Invitational, some $50,000 races, including the Land of Enchantment for thoroughbreds. And then on Sunday, Tom, you've got the Rainbow Oaks and the Zia Futurity for the New Mexico breds.
And that's a nice bunch of New Mexico breds. Don't be surprised if a horse that runs very good in this race might be an All-American possibility.
That's a good idea of where to look, is near the front of the New Mexico Zia races for a horse that could possibly move on over to the All-American. Triple Crown Report is brought to you by Jones Bloodstock Insurance Agency, Granada Farms, Paragon Farms, Lip Chip, Kavanaugh Quarter Horses, Kiss My Hawks, the AQHA, and the New Mexico Horse Breeders Association. We'll see you next week for the Triple Crown Report.